Hello children. So we are back with the next lesson. Lesson number 4, trapped. Trapped means when somebody is coming into net or something is in difficulties. Yes. So it's a short story, very beautiful story, and the theme is empathy for animals. Empathy means you should be kind, and you should be affectionate enough towards the animals. So let's begin our story here. So children, objectives of this lesson are: in this chapter we will read a story about how animals respond to aggression and kindness. Aggression means showing anger. When somebody shows anger, so how is the reaction of the animals? And when somebody is showing kindness, so how do they react? Learn collocations, learn to form and use degrees of comparison, learn to use will and going to express future time, listen to information and complete a table, speak about problems faced by stray animals and suggest solutions. Learn to identify syllables in words. Complete a flow chart. So these are the objectives. Let's see what's next. Okay, so here is your favorite activity to do, warm up session. Work in pairs and discuss the two pictures. You can see pictures. Number 1, what similarities and differences do you find between the two pictures? What differences? Okay, and what similarities? Similarities means what are the things which are same. Why do you think some people are cruel to animals? Is it right? Give reasons for your answer. And I think all my children can write it well. Yes, children? Let's see what's next. Okay, so here let's begin our story, reading part. A bear finds himself in danger after he enters a village. Read this short story by Sigrun Shrivastava. Sigrun Shrivastava. You can underline the names to find out what happens to him. Him means what happens to him. We are talking about bear, yes, who was in danger. Okay, after entering into a village. So this is the story by Sigrun Srivastava. Okay, author of the story. The bear padded down the village path and stopped to sniff the air. The village lay sleeping in the hot afternoon sun. The bear walked on. He was young and chubby, fluffy, fatty, yes. Blades of grass lay knotted on his soft, shining black fur. When he arrived at an open gate, he peeped into a courtyard. A girl sat near a cot, scrubbing a brass plate with ash and sand. The polished plate sparkled in the midday sun. The glare hit the bear's eyes. He purred. The girl looked up. The dish fell from her hands and she shrieked, "Bhalu!" What noise was that? The young bear was puzzled. Even, that girl was afraid of bear, but bear was also afraid of that girl's shriek. Shriek means shrill cry, loud and shrill cry, chillana. He was frightened. Who? Bear. He drew back a step or two. But then there was a loud noise that made him really scared. Dogs barking burst out from everywhere, far and near. Suddenly, the young animal could smell danger. He turned towards the road that led through the fields back into the forest. But it was too late. The road was not safe. It was full of humans. Their hunting cries rang in the air. Hunting cries. When people hunt, so they start crying. Yes, hunting cries and loud noise of animals, people and all. The bear ran as fast as he could over open drains and a garbage. Open drains means drains like sewerage and all, that were open. So he started running anyways speedily because the bear was also scared. So let's see, the meanings are given here, children. Padded means walked, knotted in knots. Yes. Glare, strong bright light. When sun shines over something, on steel or on metal, so it shines, it glares. Bhalu, a Hindi word for bear. Let's see what happens. Facts we will read later, children. Okay, garbage dumps were also not seen by the bear. He was running hastily any ways, yeah. But the hunters pressed in on him. Through a cloud of dust, he saw them coming towards him. A gang of children with raised sticks, and close on their heels were the dogs. Get him, get him, get him. The bear did not understand the cries, but the wild barking of the dogs terrified him, means frightened him. He turned and ran blindly into the next lane and the next, and then into another. But his efforts were in vain, means waste. Confused with terror, he lost his way. It happens, yeah, when you are confused, definitely you are not getting the right things easily. Yes, you are confused. Now he was angry. He rushed down a lane that led into a square. The animal did not know that the square led nowhere, that the square was closed. The square was walled in on all four sides. In the middle of it was an old dry well. The bear got to the well in a few leaps and looked around. So the bear got into the well. Now there was not any other solution, by mistake or intentionally, we don't know. There was no place to hide. Okay, he hid himself into the well. He was trapped. Now he was in danger. He was trapped from all the sides. So let's see what are the meanings of some phrases and the hard words. Pressed in on him means moved towards him. Hunters pressed in on him means hunters were moving towards him. On their heels means close behind them. Hunters were coming close. Okay, and dogs were also there. Dogs were behind him. Yes. In vain means without any useful results or without any success. Let's see what next. Okay, let me move my camera here. Okay, the animal now turned round to raise the children and the dogs. Animals were also coming and racing with children and dogs. Means the whole village was scared, and the whole village was running after each other, catching the animals and all. Yeah, the children began to throw stones at him, and he was hit, first on his shoulder, then on his back. The dogs dug their teeth into his hind legs. Hind means backside legs. The bear shook himself free and hit them with a paw. Now you can see his paws were seen outside, yeah. So that bear was also hitting them with his paw. They fell back and he swung round. Swing, past form, swung, like. And with one mighty leap, strong leap, he disappeared into the dark depths of the well. Again, he took a leap, strong leap, and he went into the well, in the depth of the well. The children bent over the rim and threw stones and sticks into the well. Rim means the wall, their well side. Yes. So they came into came nearer the well and started throwing the stones and sticks into the well. The bear, angry and terrified, snarled from below. This went on for some time. Now I'll move here. Let's see. Okay, then all of a sudden, means suddenly what happens? The stones stopped falling and the shouts ceased. Ceased means stopped. The wounded and frightened bear looked up. Wounded means, you can say wounded means getting hurt. A single human face bent down from the top. All were left. Only one single face he could see, who was bending down and looking into the well. Okay, it was the face of a girl. The bear did not know that, but he heard the girl's kind and gentle voice and felt that this was a friend. See, animals could also realize, that who was well-wisher or who was thinking something bad, whose intentions were not good, whose feelings were not good towards them. There was something in her voice that comforted him. He stopped snarling. Let's see the meanings of these words, children. So, the meaning of held in her, let's see, mighty means large and impressive, strong, Snarled means growled. The sound of the bear was snarling. He was growling in pain or in difficulties. Ceased means stopped. Okay, children? Let's see what happens when the girl started speaking kind and gentle words to that bear. Yes, even bear could also realize that this girl was really kind towards him. Okay, let's see. That's better, the girl said. Poor bear, how tired you must be. Now sit down and wait. I'll get you out of this. She turned round and faced the children. Everybody held her in high regard, and the children knew that their bear chase would displease her. Yes? Why are you torturing this animal? She asked them. He has done you no harm. Go away. Come on, Meera Didi. We didn't mean any harm. She heard someone say the bear frightened the girl and we wanted to scare him. That's all. It was just a joke. I don't think so, she said, chasing a young bear into a well. Luckily, the poor bear hasn't broken his neck. Now, could you help me get him out? Can you get me a ladder? I can, said a small boy, Lakshman, and ran off. In a few minutes, he was back, dragging a ladder behind him. I have got a ladder, he said. Now see, all the children were, talking to that little girl. That girl was asking, like, why were you chasing this animal? Didn't he harm anyone? So what was the use of chasing and frightening this, innocent animal? So they started saying, Meera Didi, someone shouted, okay, bear. So we started, chasing the bear and wanted to frighten him. It was a joke only, but the bear got into trouble. Now Meera was asking everyone to come and help her out to take out this bear from the well. Let's see the meanings of phrases and idioms or difficult words. Held her in high regard, highly respected her, It means all the children over there were having great respect towards Meera. Torturing means hurting physically or mentally. Didi means a word for elder sister in Hindi or several other Indian languages. Didi, yes. Rescue means to save somebody from a dangerous or harmful situation. Soothingly means trying to make someone feel better. Soothingly you will find on another page. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, wonderful, said Meera. Now somebody brought, ladder to help that bear get out of the well. This will help us rescue the trapped animal. Rescue we have finished in the previous page, children. Now help me get into the well. Careful, we must not frighten the little fellow. See how humble, how kind, how gentle Meera was. Yeah, Meera was telling all other children to rescue that little fellow, but just with precautions. Be careful that that little fellow should not be getting any harm. Meera looked into the well and spoke soothingly to the bear. Then, slowly and carefully, she and Lakshman lowered the ladder into the well. Lowered means they put the ladder into the well. The little bear growled in anxiety. He clawed at the ladder wildly. Clawed means he just grabbed, he started holding the ladder wildly. Yeah, it was a wild animal, so definitely wildly he was not knowing what was there, for what purpose it was being taken into the well. No, said Meera softly, it's not hurt you, it's just a ladder. Move back, make room for the ladder. Make room for the ladder means they wanted to settle the ladder into the well so that upon that the bear could be taken out. Okay, let's see what next. How brave girl Meera was. Yeah, the bear stepped back and sniffed at the ladder curiously. Slowly he tried the first step, then another, and then the third. He climbed the next 6 steps quickly. When he had almost reached the middle of the well, he stopped and looked up at that girl with trusting eyes. Trusting means, yeah, that girl was helping that little fellow. That girl spoke to the children in a very, the way like she wanted to help each and everyone who was in trouble. That's it. So bear could also trust that girl. Yeah, let's see what's there. Come up, she said gently. No one is going to hurt you. She and Lakshman moved away from the well. Would the bear come up safely? Meera wondered. Anything could happen before that. The ladder could slide off, or it could fall forward, or one of its rungs could break, or means anything might happen. As they watched anxiously means they were watching it curiously. What happens? Would the bear come out or not? Or would the ladder would fall? Would the ladder be fall or not? Like anything could be happening. The head of the bear emerged means coming out above the rim of the well, and then his shoulders. First his head came up, then his shoulders. Then he sniffed means smelling, climbed onto the rim and leapt to the ground. He jumped and came onto the ground. He looked at Meera. Go on, run home, she said, smiling at him. So these were the soothing words by Meera. The bear got to his legs and bowed. Yes, he did. Lakshman saw him bow. He bowed to Meera and then padded down the lane to the main road. Once he was on the road, he ran through the large green fields back into the forest. So he found the way to his home, and that was the forest. Yeah. Rungs means the bars that, you know, the bars that form steps on a ladder. Bars, steps of the ladders. Yeah. So here we have finished this beautiful story, short story, that how you can be kind and humble to the animals. Until you people are harming them, they won't say anything to you, they won't reach any harm. Even when you people shout on them, then they start reacting. Yeah, until you people, they want. And if you people are kind and soft and humble towards them, you people are showing sympathy, empathy when they are in danger, they are in sorrows, then you people have to pamper them, have to take care of them. Okay, children. So I hope that you would read the lesson twice or thrice, and read one of the paragraphs of this story and send me your recorded audio. And again, write down all the meanings of hard words and phrases in your notebook, and question answers you can mark with pencil, and write down in rough notebook, and then we'll send you the fair written notes. Okay, children. So thank you, and keep learning, keep growing, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.